YouTube, how do I get to more than 1,000 subscribers on YouTube?
Okay, here are some videos.
A little while ago, and thanks to some very dubious math, we worked out that it takes 61 days to get 100 YouTube subscribers. Let's do the same for 1,000. All right then, although this all comes from data that we've already collected, I don't want to exclude you if you haven't yet already answered this question. And here it is. How long did it take you to get 1,000 YouTube subscribers? Or if you haven't yet got there, how long have you been on this journey to 1,000 YouTube subscribers? Answers in the comments below. Of course, 1,000 subscribers is very important to many of you creators, as it's one of the steps towards this, monetization. And you're probably right, I'll ask you in the future, how long did it take you to get to 4,000 hours of watch time? But first of all, let's tackle this one. Subtle hint. The last time we did this, we asked our YouTube audience through the community tab. Yes, we know this isn't the most scientific way of doing things, but it is the best way to get a large sample size of data over a limited number of possible results. So we did it again, asking people how long it took them to get 1,000 subscribers. Even more people voted this time, and here are the results, which categorically confirm at least one thing. It's really hard to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. This is perhaps the reality check headline of this video. Almost 4 in every 5 people who voted in this poll could not say that they've actually reached 1,000 subscribers. But that's not a surprise, because when we ask the same question about 100 subscribers, nearly 60% of people haven't even yet reached that milestone. So just to repeat what I've said many times before, when you start your YouTube channel, don't aim for this lofty goal of 1,000 subscribers, because a lot of people never make it. Instead, focus on the here and now and the small incremental goals as you grow your channel. 10 subscribers, 25 subscribers, 50 subscribers, hopefully 100 subscribers after 61 days. A lot of this comes down to the YouTube mindset and why many creators never get to monetize their channels, something that I discuss in a lot more detail in this video. So then, we need to remove those who haven't yet reached 1,000 subscribers from this voting poll, which leaves us with around 3,500 votes. We also need to rejig these percentages, which is where my magical math starts to come into play. Given these numbers, the mid-range is somewhere around about here, 50%. However, this last response is open-ended. So for all we know, people in this bracket could have taken 1 year and 1 day, or 10 years and 1 day to reach 1,000 YouTube subscribers. The most surprising statistic to me is just how many people claim they reached 1,000 subscribers in under 100 days. That's just as many people who took between 100 days and an entire year to reach 1,000 subs.
Too much math.
You know what? This is starting to hurt my head. I don't think I can make any meaningful calculation out of this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 100 days as a starting point and add 6 months onto that, which brings us to 280 days. Yes, don't trust that number. This is not associated with vidIQ in any way, shape, or form, which is why I've changed my t-shirt. I'm going into business for myself. If you ask Google this question, the top answer is 22 months, almost 2 years. Instinct tells me this is a little on the long side. But if you were to take my guesstimate and average it out against this number, are we any closer to the true answer?
Hell no.
I think depending on the channel's main focus, depending on how consistently the channel uploads, and depending on how dedicated the creator is to improving their craft over time and being patient, any one of these time frames is realistic. And then I start to think about 4,000 hours of watch time over a 12-month period. It seems like a somewhat arbitrary figure compared to 1,000 subscribers. And this, I think, is where YouTube have tried to find the right balance. I mean, imagine if you hit one of these requirements much sooner than the other one. Let's say you hit 4,000 hours of watch time in a month, but it took you another 2 years to hit 1,000 subscribers. That will be so frustrating. I think in an ideal world, YouTube is wanting you to hit both of those requirements at around about the same time. I know that doesn't very often happen, but I think that's where YouTube are going with those two numbers. Now, yes, I admit you may not have got the answer you wanted from this video, and that statistic about almost 80% of creators not yet reaching 1,000 subscribers is a sobering thought. So here's the sprinkling of inspiration you might be needing right now. Although you haven't yet reached 1,000 subscribers, this is what encourages me most about the next generation of YouTube creators. Just because you haven't yet reached your goals on YouTube doesn't mean you're about to quit YouTube anytime soon. In a recent poll, only a quarter of the near 35,000 people who voted have no skin in the YouTube game nor wish to have any. It's clear that all of you want to create and you want to succeed. And if you need proof that this YouTube thing can happen to anyone at any time, all I needed to do was pick this single comment from Oliver Norden. 10 years to reach 1,000 subscribers, 11 years to reach 200,000. Now, having said all of this, if you're still not happy with
I
my
will
answers
never get
and
there.
you want a number,
Bye.
get ready, folks. Here it comes. Just make Minecraft shorts. You'll get 1,000 subscribers in a week.
Lying. Don't believe the hype.